Hey, welcome to today's segment. We'll be going over how to cook healthy on a budget, and a really tight budget, 13 bucks and under for healthy meals. And today we have Chef Underwood joining us, and he'll be taking us through how to make these delicious meals. What's on the menu today?
Today on the menu, we're going to do a nice three-course menu, starting off with zucchini pizza bites,
Okay.
portobello mushroom burger. It's a veggie burger. It's going to be served with kale and zucchini chips, and then we're going to follow that up with a nice dessert that kids can make, orange dreamsicle dessert.
Sounds delicious.
Hopefully it will be.
All right, well, let's get started. So we'll start with the zucchini pizzas, right?
Yes, yes.
So what's the first step for this recipe?
First, you want to start with a nice medium-sized zucchini. You can slice it either with a mandolin or a knife. I know a few of my cooks, they're really scared of the mandolin, so you could just take the bottom of the zucchini, kind of lay it flat, and then kind of go around, and then you could get nice quarter-inch slices.
Okay. So is it best to cut a zucchini in half or just cut off the ends?
Well, for this one, you'll want to cut off the ends, and then to get more of a uniform,
Okay.
cut another little tip off. And then you have your little zucchini slices here.
Perfect.
And then all you do is and you could do this with your kids. Matter of fact, you can talk them through it and the kids could do it. You just take a little bit of marinara on each one,
Okay.
spread it. And we try to come up with some things that kids will love doing. Throwing vegetables in a nice fun meal.
Yeah, I would imagine that they could probably hardly even taste the zucchini once it's topped with all the goodies.
The marinara, and here the ingredients you're going to have are great tomatoes, marinara. We have a mixture 3-to-1 of mozzarella and pepper jack cheese, basil that we're going to chiffonade, and that's it. Nice 4-ingredient appetizer.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to finish off putting on the ingredients on the pizza. And here, I would let the children, finish off the pizzas while you move on to the next course, which is a little more detailed. So
Okay.
here we're going to take a few leaves of basil.
And that smells
Just-
really fresh.
It is. We get it produce every day. Basil is one of them because it goes on a lot of ingredients. You're just going to take it, lay them on top of one another, and then this is what you call a chiffonade.
Okay. Looks pretty simple.
It is. And then you're going to take your tomato, 1.5 tomatoes per pizza,
And I could,
just long ways.
I could see kids loading on the cheese as well for the
Oh,
main
yeah.
ingredient. I love the veggies though for these.
On last one is, and you could do whatever ingredients you like. You can mix, even throw some meat on there if you're not a vegetarian.
Definitely.
And then last is going to be the chiffonade basil.
Great. How
So then-
many do you usually recommend baking at a time?
Oh, well, it depends on how big your oven is.
Okay.
Here we have a convection oven, so if I was going to do this for a dinner party, I would throw in 200 at a time, but depending on how many people are in your family,
Yeah.
you could just
Just a few zucchinis would be
'cause
enough.
about 2 per appetizer.
Okay.
And then to hold down the pizza and the basil, you'll just put on a little bit more cheese. So we're going to take the finished pizzas here and straight to the oven.
All right. And how long do those stay in there?
350
Okay.
for about 12 minutes.
Great.
And then you're ready to go on your appetizer, and the kids could be enjoying that while you're doing your next entree.
All right, so what's the main course?
The main course is going to be a portobello mushroom veggie burger.
Okay.
Has a few ingredients in it. It's going to be served with kale chips and zucchini chips, and served with a sweet chili aioli.
All right, well, let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the veggie burgers, right?
Okay, yeah, the veggie burgers is it's simple, but it has a few more ingredients than the first one we did. The main ingredients are the portobello mushrooms, of course, which you're gonna grill, and
Okay.
then I'll show you. You're gonna cut off the gills because in the gills it has a lot of moisture in them. We're gonna have chiffonade spinach. Again, there's that word, chiffonade. Corn, black beans, breadcrumbs. Pimento cheese, and pimento peppers,
Okay.
and that's it. And it's going to get served with kale chips and zucchini chips.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna grill the mushrooms, and then you're gonna let those get cool, and the moisture would settle, and then you're gonna take. You'll see these gills here. Like I said, if I squeeze it, you will see a lot of moisture coming up, and it'll be on my fingers. So what you're gonna do is just take those, and when they're cooked, they're more pliable, so the gills are kind of more readily accessible.
Okay.
Because if you notice on a raw portobello, they're kind of stiff and they break.
Right.
And you really wouldn't be able to clean a gill as
So it's
well.
almost like scooping that out,
Well,
kind of.
you'll want to use a knife. Scooping won't
Get them all.
won't do what you need.
Okay.
So then you're gonna have this nice beige flesh.
Yeah, I see a
Visible.
lot of that
Yeah.
water coming out of there.
Yeah, and then what you could actually do is take a towel and pat it, the flesh here, get that off, and then you're gonna grind it up. And all the ingredients you're gonna do is gonna turn out to this nice pureed mix.
Okay.
So here we have the finished veggie burger mix. It has the ground breadcrumbs, the black beans, the corn. We also have chiffonade spinach and pimento peppers. We took all that mix, and the binder actually is, there's no egg, so it's purely vegetarian or
Oh, great.
vegan.
So what's
bu-
holding all it together?
Breadcrumbs and the black beans.
Oh, great.
Once you puree all the black beans, it gets a nice stiff consistency, and once you add that, it's ready to be pattied. So,
All right. And
Here-
how big do you make the patties?
well, if your kids really love veggie burgers, 5 ounces,
Okay.
5 ounces would do.
And I'm sure this would make a great leftover dish as well, to make a few extra, maybe have them for lunch the next day.
Actually, I have friends who take this same mixture and they would put it in a loaf pan and have a vegetarian or vegan meatloaf.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Another money saver too.
Exactly. So with this finished item, you would take your leftover breadcrumbs
Okay.
and kind of pat it around the, kind of roll it.
Okay.
And this is going to make a nice crust on the burger.
Great. Now, are we baking these, or are we actually putting them on stovetop?
Actually, we're going to saute this burger.
Great.
And there's your burger ready to be sauteed.
Okay, so what is the best type of oil to saute the burgers with?
Well, you'll want something with a high smoking point. So that comes down to preference. I like coconut oil, palm oil, oils with a nice higher smoking point than olive oil,
Okay.
or say butter, which is not as healthy.
Right.
Like I said, and it's much more neutral. The flavors don't transfer as much.
Great.
Here we're going to be sauteing the burgers 3 minutes per side to let those breadcrumbs lock in, and kind of, we don't want you to miss the meat, but we want you to eat healthy. So
Right.
the crust kind of give you that aspect of,
You won't realize there's no meat in it.
exactly, exactly. So here we did 3 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to flip it and let that go for another 3 minutes.
Oh, that looks great.
And then from here, we're going to take it to the stove, to the oven.
Great. And how much oil do you suggest to use?
Here we use maybe half a tablespoon.
All right.
And you could fit 2 burgers in a nice 8-inch skillet or
Okay.
10-inch skillet. So
It's already starting to smell wonderful too.
yeah, that all the ingredients, the black beans, the corn, the spinach, and a lot of ingredients.
Yeah.
So like I said, nice meal for under $13.
Yeah.
So the burger is seared 3 minutes per side.
Okay.
So we're going to let it finish in the oven for another 5 minutes.
Okay. Is that to kind of make it more firm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.